Today I'm going to be installing the OpenFlash unequal length header to the 2017 BRZ. I had this on before, but I sold my old BRZ, so I had to take it out, and I didn't have time to wait for my friend to use its lift because he was very unavailable for a few months. So I'm just gonna have to do it myself. I have never done this by myself before, so please bear with me. First thing I got was a set of gaskets and bolts and the header. I think that's all you need for the parts. 14mm socket and some things to take the skid plate out, jack the car up, and I've never done this before, but I don't think it should be that hard. So, yeah. Okay, first things first, you gotta take these O2 sensors out. I already did. So just these clips here. This one, and then that one, which is right there. And then there's a couple of clips. You just wanna pull them out before getting started. Okay, the car's up, the O2 sensors are unplugged. Next step is to take off the skid plate underneath, which has about 10, 14 bolts to it. Take the skid plate out and then we can access the header. I can't focus this thing. So this is the plate. These are the bolts. Gotta take these out. Take this off and then we can get the header. There we go. Let's get the plate out. We have access to this header. Now, a couple of bolts. There they are. Need a long socket right there. That's one. And then there's another one. And there's another one. Okay, so I got everything off, but the issue is the OEM header stud gets in the way. Yeah, right there. It's too long and I can't wiggle it out. What I'm gonna have to do is go back there. It's the mid pipe. I gotta take that out, lower it, jiggle it. I think that'll give me some room to remove the header. So, yeah, let's go. Okay, I tried, I was stubborn, I was trying to get the header out, but you just can't do it with the OEM because the studs are too long. So I loosened up the mid pipe bolt. That didn't do it, so I actually had to go and actually loosen the bolts from the exhaust, the mid pipe exhaust. It seemed to do the trick, like it feels like I have a little bit more space, but let's see, let's try it out.
A few moments later.
Hallelujah. That was a struggle, but it's out. There it is. Whew. The difference. Now I'm just gonna put the O2 sensors over there, replace them, and reverse process. Okay, so I put the whole thing back in. I didn't record it because the battery died, but it's the same, it's the reverse process. So much lighter, so much easier to put in because, yeah, I was able to loosen the bolts for the mid pipe, so it gave me a little bit more play room to just jiggle it out. Once that was out, reverse process, just put the O2 sensors in the right place. Yeah, the whole header's in. The skid, I still have to put the skid plate on, but first I want to check if it's leaking. I think there's a little leak in the mid pipe because when I loosened it, you know, the gasket. So may have to replace the gasket, but I'm too lazy to do that today. I'll do that eventually. No leaks in the header, just a little tiny leak in the mid pipe. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put the skid plate on. Well, I actually just turned it on to see if there's a leak, so yes, there was. But now it looks good. I'm gonna put the skid plate on, and then I think that'll be it. That should be it. Whew. Okay, everything's installed. Skid plate is back on. I just lowered the car. I just need to back it up and start it again. This won't be the official, like the first official start. I had to start it earlier to check if there's leaks, but this would be the first official start. So let's see what it sounds like. It sounds awesome. Okay, well, that's it. Next, I'm going to tune it with the OpenFlash tablet because I have a unequal length header, so I could do the stage 2 plus, something like that. Should have already gotten rid of the torque dip, but the tune will make sure the O2 sensors are read correctly. Right after that, I expect the driving will be kind of low power for the first 100 miles because it takes the ECU to readjust and relearn. So hopefully I don't stall. But yeah, that's it for the install of the header, the OpenFlash header. Thanks for coming along. If I were to do this again, I probably would ask a friend for a lift. That's one. If I didn't have a lift, that's fine. I probably need a new gasket for the mid pipe because I saw a little bit of leak because I had to loosen the bolts to create a little bit more wiggle room. Oh yes, so the gasket pack that I bought is from eBay. The bolts and nuts to replace the OEM bolts to the overpipe, those weren't long enough, so I had to get a longer stud, longer bolt, and yeah, it should do the trick. Everything else was fine. If I had the tools, if I had a lift, I think I could have gotten this done way quicker, but it was a learning lesson, and I'm proud that I did it myself without a lift or my friend's help because last time they just do it for me. But yeah, it's doable. If you had everything prepared, it could probably take you about an hour or two probably, but I'm such a noob that it took me, well, I'm embarrassed to say, but a little too long, especially jiggling that thing out. I didn't want to loosen up anything, so I was just stubborn. I was like, let me try my best to pull it out, but that didn't work. So I ultimately have to go to the middle and loosen up the mid pipe. So yeah, hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.